and here, and here, and get them all twisted up. You guys remember that at all? Most people are here for that. And then you end up like spinning to the other side. It's totally locked in there. So, kind of a follow on to that. I guess it's not directly related, but one of the ways to escape, because usually guys that turn to their sides, that's pretty much any knowledgeable jiu-jitsu guy is going to try to do a hip escape or something like that and turn to his side. Another common escape that's in a lot of ways better is he's going to try to get the underhook so that he can come out the back. So he's going to get under there, and he's going to come up towards my back. And so from this position, he actually has the advantage. I mean, I can try to wizard here, but he can like limp arm and take my back as I'm trying to do that. And so that's the good thing about that escape is you end up in a dominant position rather than just guard. And so we're going to be working that escape and then a counter to it. So we're going to be practicing both. So he's going to just like kind of high five the mat as he bridges. I should have heard this. And then drag his elbow back underneath to get further back. So as soon as he starts doing that, I'm going to wrap it and I'm going to catch his head. And this is something to think about just for a lot of times when you're trying to control them, is catch the head. Like all kinds of different positions. I'll just reach out on my long arms and just grab their head because they can't really, go anywhere without it. They kind of gotta go where the head goes. So I'm catching his head here, I'm hooking here, and I'm going to start pulling up. And then as he tries to resist that, I'm going to push the head down into my hand. So I'm lifting up on his head, and then I'm switching and pushing it down to catch his neck right here. And then the position that I want to be in, and this is all we're going to go to for now, is I'm going to sprawl my leg that's towards his legs. I'm going to push kind of my chest into his head and my ribs into his arm, so his arm's trapped. Because what he's going to want to do is try to bring it out by his head and escape, because I'm going to be setting up Darce Chokes and stuff in here. So pressure in, sprawl the south hip down, and hold the position. So once again, I'm in side control. He bridges and puts the elbow in, and he's almost escaped. Snatch the head, and come here, and I'm going to lift up on the head, and then push it down to drag this hand to the back of his neck. And then I'm going to sprawl this leg here. And so that locks his shoulder in really well, and it also, if I'm up here, it's less pressure on the arm, and also he can start trying to hook my leg with his legs and escaping that way. But if it's here, it's going to be harder. Not impossible, some guys are super flexible and all that. But any questions on that so far? Let's go ahead and try that, and then we'll move on to the Darce Choke.
Oh,
You have to keep the space. So I want to try to drop in. See, he's I can't drive this arm into his neck when he's doing that. So all I do is I switch to north-south, and I keep this tight, and I drop my kind of stomach and chest up to his hand. It'll crank his neck like that. So take it real easy because it can be pretty nasty. And don't do it to people in here. I just want you to be aware of it.
I just want to show you, but don't do it.
So, I'm going for my Darce, and he posts. So I can't get the choke. Switch to the north south, keep it nice and tight, and then drop my stomach onto his head. You guys see the mechanism of that? This arm's still pulled up, and my head's dropping his neck. And my stomach's dropping, makes his neck go down. Let's go ahead and try that.
So are you pulling up with your arms, or are you just dropping your weight?
Pulling up like that.
And dropping your weight on his head? All right.
So, take it easy, tap early. Just kind of powers up. So when he does that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch this arm, and I'm going to drive across here and do like we're in a choke. So, here. Right. Catch the arm as best I can with either leg, you know, whichever one. Ideally, if you can catch it with this one, that's best. And then I'm gonna cross face him here and just go through the naked choke. So I got my choke. He's coming up, and I didn't quite catch it. But then I can even just scoop it. So
you don't want arm bar right there also, or is that an option as well?
that's an option, yeah.
What system was it?
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yeah. I think there's a big switch. Let's see where it is. Like a quick step in. Oh. Take a step in that leg so you can catch it. That's, yeah, if you're stuck on the hip.
Yeah, so if I'm coming like that, you just kind of do it. Yeah.
Falls right in.
Yeah, that's right, I do remember that. If I was just watching videos today, I wonder if it's two different ones or.
I don't know.
Maybe the first is that far. I don't do the first.
So you did like 3, right?
Yeah. Because that's for their own back. Yeah, right.
Okay. I don't know. I just remember.
Yeah.
Like that type of thing.
Which there's that too. So we can try a couple mess around with them. So if he's still on the back and he's starting to come up, then I leave this leg here as I keep the pressure and I switch to catch it there. Does that make sense? And then like you were asking, yeah, I can scroll out and do arm lock too. But I think the choke's probably a little high percentage. Any questions on those? I just did several things. Let's try it. Play around.